For a long time, men have been told that if they want love, they have to chase it. They have to make the first move, send the first message, constantly prove themselves, and never give up. While confidence and initiative certainly matter, there's an important difference between pursuing someone and chasing them. The men who seem the most confident often aren't the ones running after attention. They're the ones who have built a life that doesn't revolve around getting it. Today, we're exploring the psychology of men who don't chase women. This isn't about playing hard to get or pretending not to care. It's about understanding the mindset behind men who value themselves enough not to pursue someone who isn't equally interested. Number one, they don't seek validation through relationships. Many people unknowingly use relationships to prove their worth. If someone likes them, they feel valuable. If someone rejects them, they question themselves. Men who don't chase women usually think differently. Their confidence comes from their character, their work, their goals, and the promises they keep to themselves. They appreciate affection, but they don't depend on it to feel complete. That's why rejection doesn't completely shake your identity. They understand that someone's lack of interest isn't necessarily a reflection of their value. When your self worth comes from within, you're far less likely to beg for someone else's attention. Number two, they value reciprocity. Healthy relationships aren't built by one person doing all the work. Men who don't chase believe interest should be mutual. If they're always initiating conversations, making plans, and carrying the relationship while the other person gives very little back, they naturally step away. Not because they're trying to manipulate anyone, but because effort should flow in both directions. They understand that attraction grows much more naturally when both people choose each other. They don't confuse persistence with compatibility. If someone wants to be part of your life, they usually make it clear through their own actions. Number three, they're focused on building their own life. Their biggest goal isn't finding someone to complete them. It's becoming someone they're proud of. They invest time into their career, health, finances, hobbies, friendships, and personal growth. As a result, relationships become an addition to their life instead of its entire purpose. They're too busy creating a meaningful future to spend all day chasing uncertain attention. Ironically, this often makes them more attractive because they have a sense of direction that exists independently of romance. Their happiness isn't waiting for another person to arrive. Number four, they understand that attraction can't be forced. No amount of texting, convincing, or trying harder can create genuine attraction where it doesn't exist. Men who don't chase accept this reality early. If someone isn't interested, they respect the answer instead of treating it like a challenge to overcome. They'd rather spend their energy on someone who's genuinely excited to know them than someone who constantly sends mixed signals. This saves them enormous amounts of emotional energy. They understand that the strongest relationships usually begin with mutual enthusiasm, not relentless pursuit. Sometimes walking away is actually the healthiest decision. Number five, they're comfortable being alone. One of the biggest psychological differences is that they don't fear solitude. They enjoy spending time with friends, pursuing goals, learning new skills, or simply enjoying their own company. Because they aren't desperate to avoid being single, they make better decisions about who they allow into their life. Loneliness often pushes people toward unhealthy relationships. Comfort with solitude creates the freedom to wait for healthier ones. They don't see being single as failure. They see it as an opportunity to keep growing until the right person naturally comes along. Number six, they set boundaries early. Men who don't chase usually have a clear understanding of what they will and won't accept. If someone constantly disrespects them, plays games, disappears for weeks, or only gives attention when it's convenient, they don't endlessly tolerate the behavior. They communicate their standards, and if nothing changes, they move on. This isn't about having a big ego. It's about respecting themselves enough not to repeatedly accept treatment they wouldn't give to someone else. Strong boundaries often prevent bigger problems later. The people who value your time are usually the ones who respect your boundaries too. Number seven, they know the real confidence is quiet. Truly confident men rarely feel the need to prove themselves to everyone they meet. They don't chase every opportunity for attention because they aren't trying to convince the world of their value. Instead, they let their actions speak for them. They understand that confidence isn't loud, desperate, or constantly seeking approval. It's calm, patient, and secure. They trust that the right people will recognize their value without needing endless persuasion. The less someone depends on external validation, the more authentic their confidence becomes. At the end of the day, not chasing women doesn't mean someone is cold, arrogant, or uninterested in relationships. It simply means they understand that healthy love can't be forced. The strongest relationships aren't built on one person constantly proving their worth while the other decides whether they're enough. They're built on mutual respect, shared effort, and genuine interest from both sides. When someone values themselves, they stop chasing people who are running away. Instead, they invest their energy in becoming the kind of person who naturally attracts healthy relationships. And when the right person comes along, neither of them has to chase. They simply choose each other.